Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, we'll be discussing an urgent and increasingly alarming topic: the resurgence of North Korea in the wake of the Ukraine war and the fear of a second Korean war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell, so you won't miss our next update. Now, let's dive into it. North Korea's economic struggles, Cold War to the present. North Korea. For decades, we've been told it's a country on the verge of collapse. A land of economic stagnation and isolation, where the ruling Kim family seemed more interested in building statues and launching missiles than feeding their people. And yet, here we are. Let's rewind a bit. The story of North Korea's long economic decline began with the end of the Cold War. You see, during the Cold War, North Korea enjoyed some perks from its big communist friends, particularly the Soviet Union. But when the Cold War ended, things took a sharp turn for the worse. The Soviet Union collapsed, and Russia, the successor state, started charging North Korea for oil and goods. But this time, in US dollars. Ouch! No more freebies, no more barter systems. Suddenly, North Korea found itself scrambling for ways to earn foreign currency. This set the stage for what we've seen over the past few decades. Brinkmanship, missile launches, nuclear tests. Anything to get attention and, ultimately, aid. The shift Ukraine war and North Korea's re-emergence. Fast forward to 2022, and enter the Ukraine war. Just when you thought North Korea's role on the global stage couldn't get more bizarre, a major shift began. Russia, yes, the same country that once drained North Korea's coffers, now finds itself in desperate need of friends. And who comes to the rescue? None other than Kim Jong-un. Here's the twist: with Russia bogged down in Ukraine, their need for weapons and ammunition has skyrocketed. And guess who just so happens to have a lot of old Soviet-era artillery shells and military hardware lying around? You guessed it, North Korea. So, in exchange for this military aid, Kim has found a way to replenish his country's much-needed oil and fertilizer supplies from Russia. The result? North Korea's economy is starting to breathe again. That's right, thanks to the Ukraine war. North Korea is back on the global chessboard. Military cooperation with Russia a dangerous alliance? Now, you might be wondering, what does Russia really get out of this? Well, aside from those dusty, Soviet-era shells, there's a darker side to this partnership. Rumor has it that North Korea is now sending manpower to support Russia's war effort. Yes, actual soldiers. Kim Jong-un lending his troops to Vladimir Putin. Who would have thought? But don't get too comfortable just yet. This isn't just a short-term deal for North Korea. With Russia providing critical resources, North Korea can focus more on its military advancements. And here's where it gets scary. There are reports suggesting that North Korea may have gained access to some of Russia's rocket technology. Think about that for a second. A nation that's already obsessed with nuclear weapons, now potentially upgrading its missile system with Russian tech. The implications are chilling. What's next for North Korea? A potential surge in power. So, what's next for Kim's regime? Well, brace yourselves. Over the next few years, we could see a North Korean military resurgence like we haven't witnessed in decades. Thanks to its new Russian ties, North Korea could rapidly increase its military capabilities. And it's not just about better weapons. The real game changer is this: North Korean soldiers are gaining real-world combat experience in Ukraine. That's right. The next time there's a parade in Pyongyang, those soldiers marching through Kim Il-sung Square might not just be showboating. They'll be battle-hardened veterans. And when these troops return home, they'll bring back lessons learned from the battlefield, making North Korea's conventional military far more formidable. North Korea's nuclear ambitions and rocket advancements. And then there's the elephant in the room: North Korea's nuclear ambitions. The regime has long sought to establish itself as a nuclear power. And with Russian technology in hand, we might see significant leaps in both their nuclear and missile capabilities. Imagine Kim Jong-un waving around a brand new ICBM, courtesy of his friend Vladimir. Quite the global nightmare, isn't it? What's even more concerning is that North Korea has been ramping up its rhetoric towards South Korea. Just recently, Kim's regime made an ominous constitutional amendment, labeling South Korea as a formal enemy state. How thoughtful of them. This is not just a symbolic gesture, folks. It signals a shift from North Korea's previous strategy of deterrence to a more aggressive posture. The long-term threat of potential Second Korean War? Now, here's where things get really dangerous. We're not just talking about North Korea improving its military, we're talking about the possibility of a Second Korean War. Imagine a North Korea that possesses real nuclear deterrence, capable of threatening not just South Korea, but the United States as well. 5 years from now, North Korea could have the nuclear and conventional military capabilities to make its threats real. With a stronger economy, bolstered by its trade with Russia, North Korea's regime could very well take the opportunity to press forward with a military invasion of South Korea. After all, Kim's made it clear that reunification by force, if necessary, remains a top priority. What does the future hold? While it's impossible to predict the future, one thing is clear: North Korea is no longer the impoverished, isolated state it once was. Thanks to the Ukraine war and its growing alliance with Russia, Kim Jong-un's regime is gaining strength both militarily and economically, and with tensions between the North and South higher than they've been in years, the possibility of renewed conflict looms large. So, what should we make of all this? Well, it's a stark reminder that the world we live in is far from stable. As the geopolitical landscape shifts, so too do the threats we face. And North Korea, long dismissed as a minor player on the world stage, is once again becoming a force to be reckoned with. That's it for today's video. If you found this information eye-opening or just a little bit frightening, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you can stay informed about the latest global developments. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.